is a paid program. Views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
Good morning. Welcome to the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show, brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. I'm your host, Harvey Freed, alongside of me, Harry Glanz and Alex Nafusi. Good morning, gentlemen.
Hey, guys. Good morning. I missed
Morning,
you.
guys. What's happening today?
I missed you last week.
Yeah, hey,
lonely.
July 4th weekend, we took it off. Of course, I hope you didn't miss out on all the great mortgage and real estate news. We're going to be giving you 1 hour's worth this morning. 248-539-9797. We take all your calls here live in the studio. Of course, we're open all day long at Capital Mortgage, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. Today, actually, we're just going to do it our way. We're no real estate agents sitting here in the office, but we've got tons to share with you on both sides.
Hey, guys, if you would let me know, I would have brought in the divorce lady.
Oh, the divorce lady.
you know
Oh,
what?
I'm sorry, the family law lady.
Yeah, she's solid.
She would have come in a second. We would have got a lot of calls on that one.
Definitely generate a lot of calls. You know, one thing that we always say in the mortgage industry is it's an old saying out there. You can, you can lie to a lot of people out there in the world. You can mislead a lot of people in the world, but there's one
Can't
person
lie to us.
You cannot lie to your mortgage banker. And I'll tell you, we call it misleading or sort of be deceitful, because what happens is it ends up biting you and you know what, in the rear. And I'll tell you, nowadays with all the competition out there for the houses, you have to have your ducks in a row. If you have any inkling that you might be out there looking to purchase, boy, getting that approval ahead of time is just the only way to go.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, go ahead.
Yeah, the situation is this, is that with the competitive nature of what's going on in the market, and it's really it's a purchase market out there. And it is a seller's market. So you need to be prepared. But what happens is that if you have great relationships in the community, like I think we do, you'll have the realtors calling us up and saying, hey, listen, I know you gave somebody a great approval letter. Tell me a little bit more about them. And of course, we can't get into somebody's financial details with somebody over the phone, but a pre-approval letter from us is going to put you on top of a 2 or 3, offer situation.
From the mortgage hut.
But bottom line is, I got a call last week, and I was talking to this realtor, and I have a client that's been searching for houses, and they've looked at dozens and dozens and dozens of homes. And the realtor called me up and said, "Hey, listen, tell me about your buyer." And I said, "Listen, I've been working with them for years, known them for a long time, and we don't do, Alex, and you like to say this, we don't do a pre-qualification letter. We do an actual bona fide approval. We run it through our DU underwriting system, our delegated underwriting system. We have an actual bona fide approval. So when somebody goes into an offer situation, they have a leg up."
Quite frankly, I don't have time to do a pre-qualification. Like, I'm not going to waste 1 second of my time on a deal that's not going to close. And that's what I tell the agents when I speak with them. I'm straightforward. I'm like, listen, I'm too busy. I don't have time to take a deal and work on it for 3 weeks and then tell you, hey, we have a problem. It's not going to close. It's not my time. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of Chanel's time, my assistant. I mean, it just wastes our time, and it costs the whole firm money. I don't have time to do it.
It's a waste of the realtor's time.
It's everybody's time. I'm not going to make you drive around at whatever gas is $3 a gallon now.
Or more.
Or more, yeah, for a deal that's not going to close. I live a mile from the office, so I don't really have to fill up that much.
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, we definitely see it all. I mean, and that's the key. I mean, whether it be your income, your credit, the assets, documents such as like divorce decrees and child support, where you're paying yourself back. A lot of families, again, some of the debts don't necessarily count against you, but you might be paying yourself back a 401k. It's still less cash flow for you every month. Get your stuff together. Make your life a little bit easier out there. If you're out there trying to purchase a house, again, the time frames are generally 30 to 45 days. We're getting calls. We're getting some done under 30 days. Some are taking longer. The whole industry is taking a little bit longer. It just is.
Well, it's the preparation. You have to have all your documentation. And when you're buying a home, the most important thing is, where are you getting the assets? Where are you getting the down payment from? I mean, assets. Are you borrowing from a 401k? Are you pulling together from 3 or 4 different accounts? Are you liquidating certain accounts? We need to see every penny and where it's coming from.
I've got a dude right now here.
And that just can't be helped. We need to know where the money's coming from.
He's like, how much do you need to put in my bank? And I'm like, all right, take it easy, hip hop. Like, I know how much money you make. I know you're not sitting on 15 grand cash. Even if you were, you can't just put it in the bank, and it just can't be from underneath the mattress. I'm like, dude, you need to start talking to me real quick, real soon.
Exactly.
Getting close on this house.
Harvey and I sat down in my office the other day. We made a call to a client. We said, listen, you need to put X amount of money down. You only have Y. Go ahead and transfer the funds now while we're on the phone with you. Go ahead.
Right,
so we can see it. Just get it done. And if you want to close next week, we need it done now. Why does it come down to the last minute? Believe it or not, sometimes borrowers don't comply.
It just does. Seasoning up.
That's your fault, Harvey.
And we talk about it all the time, though, but you have to have seasoned funds. And I guess one of the things that many of the clients still ask me, and again, here's my 24th year in the industry, and people always say this to us, why do you guys care? Why do lenders, Why do you care? We don't specifically.
care.
Someone else above us does, though, right?
Yeah.
It's the underwriter and the guidelines and who we're going to be selling a loan.
And FHA and
Freddie
Freddie
Mac.
Mac and HUD. I mean, they care. I
There
don't
are
care.
rules. There
I
are
don't
rules.
care.
There are guidelines that you have to go by, and we talk about it almost every week. But the bottom line is that we can go ahead and we can get it done for you. We just need what you have to provide to us to go ahead and get it done for you. Help us, help you.
We always like that one. 248-539-9797. Again, mortgage rates ended the week a little bit higher. That's right, folks. It is risky
crushed on
out there.
Friday.
It is volatile. Yeah, the overseas events.
Can we talk about that for a second?
Nonstop. Let's talk about it.
I want to get into this a little bit because, you know what, if you were talking to somebody 60 days ago and they quoted you a rate, that rate is not there anymore.
It's not happening.
I don't care what anybody tells you. I don't care what mortgage hut you go to. I don't care what online mortgage place you go to.
C-Ray
The
Mortgage.
rate is not there, right? So please don't call me and tell me you're getting quoted what you're getting quoted. You're never, that's here, initial next to the rate you're never going to see. Because
Yeah,
that's
put
what's
your
going to
name right
happen.
next to it.
It's never going to happen for you. You have to understand that the market's been volatile. There are certain things that cause the market volatility. And right now, rates are not the same as they were 60 days ago.
Yeah, not only that, they're going to constantly change. And again, you're talking about deciding who you're going to deal with. Alex, you always sort of point this out. It's about a 30 to 45 day relationship. You need to have good communication with that person. You need to have your ducks in a row. You pick who you want to deal with because they're going to be good communicators throughout the process. At the end of the day, aren't the rates roughly the same?
Yeah, there's so much government oversight now that you're really picking somebody you want to, basically hang out with for 30 to 45 days. You're not the days of someone quoting you 6% and someone else giving you 5%. They're gone. You're getting the same deal with an 8 to a quarter point and a few $100 in closing costs, no matter where you go. You're picking someone that's going to close your transaction on time, that's going to be honest with you, that's going to communicate with you, and that's that. It's very our job has gotten so boring now and so meticulous, and I still love my job, but you're gathering documents now.
We became gatherers of documents.
Yeah, that's really all it is.
Listen, I'll tell you what, I'm so tired of people saying they can get this rate and that rate, and they're going, hi, Harry, yeah, I went to Michigan State. I love you. I've known you for a long time and everything like that, but I'm getting this quote from this online mortgage banker, and they're quoting me 4% on a 30-year fix with no cost. But I really like you, and I really like our relationship.
Man, those things
guess
blow
what?
up.
What kind of relationship do you have with Joe Online Mortgage Banker from
California.
from Tennessee or
Yeah.
California? You know what? Listen, maybe I didn't have that guy as a client in the first place. Maybe I wasn't the greatest guy to deal with. But I got news for you. You know where to find me. You know where to come and see me, and you know we're always going to give you a fair
There's something
deal.
to be said. Like our office is right at 12 in Pierce. There's something to be said for that.
Local office.
Yeah, I'm not hiding. I'm not hiding 3,000 miles away in California. I'll be at your closing. You can come in and see me. You can shake my hand, and there's something to be said for that. That makes me comfortable. As a banker.
And you're going to give your credit card information. They're going to take a deposit. They're going to do an appraisal, and something doesn't work out. You have no recourse. I don't understand that. What are you going to go to
2,000 miles away?
Right.
Exactly.
Stop it.
248-539-9797. Always want to take your calls here live in the studio. It's the Hardcore Mortgage Show in our 15th season. Of course, you can always give us a call, Capital Mortgage, at 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. Again, just pushing off the interest rate conversation, events in the Chinese stock market, and, of course, what's going on in Greece has caused investors to seek some safety here in the U.S. bond market. But, again, there could be a deal looming any day now. This weekend is going to decide whether or not Greece does have a deal or not. We'll find out on Monday. Again, very volatile markets. But at the end of the day, even if the rates do bounce up a little bit, we're still talking about 30 to 45-year lows. There's absolutely no reason with the high cost of rent out there that you'd ever consider the interest rate preventing you from purchasing a house and moving forward with something that's potentially going to give you a lot of happiness in your life. It's definitely a lifestyle home ownership, and there's a lot of great things financially that can come from it.
Yeah, the rates you'll see an effect on some of the refinance transactions, and people that are on adjustable rate mortgages right now, I would encourage them to get back to a fixed product. Rates are rates, though, man. They're going to go up this year, hands down. I'm telling you right now. They're going to go up. But,
Yeah.
I don't think you're not going to see 7%. People, I just don't want to hear about rates. What an eighth of a point, a quarter point. It's just grinding. Like, really, you're going to call me every day? Like, what's your time worth? Like attorneys that bill $250, $300 an hour calling me 7 times a day. What's the rate doing now? What's the rate doing? I'm like, dude, you could have billed a client for the.
right. Save your
Especially when
money.
the market is hot right now, Alex and Harvey. We know this. The purchase market is very hot, and let's face it. You get into a house now. All right, you're putting away. You're going to buy that furniture. You're going to buy the blinds. You're going to go ahead and live that lifestyle. And it's better to get in sooner than in later because again, rates aren't coming down. All right, they're going up, and home prices right now, as we can see them, they're pretty strong right now.
Real strong. And again, there's not a lot of inventory out there, so that keeps the prices right there. 248-539-9797. We're going to dive into all this. Come on back and join us.
97.1 The Ticket.
Did you know there's more than one Las Vegas? There's the Strip with families on vacation and questionable odds. Then there's downtown Vegas, the original gambling and entertainment mecca. That's where you'll find the D Las Vegas. Book your stay at thed.com. The D Las Vegas, your home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
Hi, Harry Glanz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, and they're not going down to zero. So what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. If you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Brendan Burchard. Some people call me the world's highest paid motivational trainer, and some people call me crazy because I've just authorized a nationwide giveaway of my 2015 New York Times bestseller, The Motivation Manifesto. That's right. In the next 24 hours, I want to give away as many free books as possible. To get your hardcover copy, call 1-800-600-8031. If you want to reach your true potential, personally, professionally, or financially, you need this book. You'll discover how to stop feeling tired and overwhelmed, identify the major enemies keeping you from living your dreams, and learn the secrets to defeating them. I'll teach you my proven strategies to start attaining the levels of drive and personal success you're craving. Financial freedom, emotional freedom, time freedom. In the next 24 hours, I'm giving away as many free books as possible. Due to high demand, I can only offer one per household. To find out how to get your free book while supplies last, call now. 1-800-600-8031. 1-800-600-8031.
The following is the testimony of a real Nutrimost patient. Individual results may vary.
Just last year, I weighed over 350 pounds. I had to lose the weight or I would have been at serious risk for diabetes, heart disease, even cancer. I had tried everything to lose weight, or thought I had, until I started Nutrimost. I lost over 140 pounds in just 7 months on the Nutrimost system, without starving myself or even setting foot in a gym. I was skeptical at first, but the first few times I stepped on the scale, Nutrimost made me a believer. The average Nutrimost patient loses 40 pounds in 40 days, but I never could have dreamed of results like this. I'm Jerry Wesselman from Trenton, Michigan. I lost 140 pounds, and this is my Nutrimost story.
Call 1-800-IDEAL-U right now for your free Nutrimost information kit and a full body evaluation at our locations in Novi, St. Clair Shores, or Riverview. If you want to lose weight and feel great, call 1-800-IDEAL-U right now. That's 1-800-IDEAL-U.
Policies issued by American General Life Insurance Company, Houston, Texas. Not available in all states. For details, visit AIGdirect.com.
It takes a lot of courage to face your own death, but I'm glad I finally did. See, I was putting off getting life insurance to protect my family, even though I knew it was important. Then my neighbor's husband died. I watched her struggle emotionally and financially. It really made me face reality. If my husband died, how would I pay the mortgage, the car payments, or keep up the life the kids and I had? I realized I needed to get us life insurance right away. So I called AIG Direct. In less than 5 minutes, I had a quote. I was shocked at how affordable it is. Just $14 a month for $250,000 of term life coverage. I feel so much better knowing my family has protection.
Call AIG Direct right now for a free no-obligation quote. The call takes less than 5 minutes, and you can save up to 70%. Call now, 1-800-922-2997. That's 1-800-922-2997. 1-800-922-2997.
The more you learn about your insurance coverage, the more gaps you might find. Like how you thought you were covered for this.
Check out my new addition.
Wow, I love this new master bedroom.
When you're really only covered for this.
Check out my new addition.
Wow. A Murphy bed.
Now you see it. Now you don't.
Or how you may be covered if you drive your car into a pool.
That pool came out of nowhere.
But not if you drive a carpool. Talk to a farmer's agent about what gaps might be hiding in your insurance.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Don't have time to talk? Send us a text instead. The Galliana's Van Dyke Dodge ticket text at 97136. Don't overpay. Get into Galliana's Van Dyke Dodge today.
Do you bank online? Pay at the pump? Use public Wi-Fi? If so, your identity could be at risk. So help protect it with the best. LifeLock. Enroll in minutes and your protection starts immediately. Go to LifeLock.com now and use promo code RISK to save 10%. LifeLock.com.
At home, in your car, or at work. Detroit's sports station.
97.1 The Ticket.
All right, welcome back to the show. It's a Hardcore Mortgage Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Give us a call, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. Also, we always take your calls here live in the studio, 248-539-9797. Always talking about mortgages and real estate. A lot of fun out there if you're looking at purchasing a home. There's no doubt the market's been really active here in Southeast Michigan, but there's not a ton of inventory out there. So it keeps you definitely on your toes. And if you're out there shopping at homes, you have to be ready to make that move.
Well, you have to also go look at a lot of properties too. You're not going to find it the first time out. Chances are, if you see something you like and you want to put an offer on it, you've looked at, dozens of houses before.
Right.
You can't just get in the car one day and say, I'm going to find a house today.
And I don't think it starts anymore with the online. So, I mean, if it does start with online and you're going to get an idea of what's selling for in particular areas, great. But I really like that idea. Get in the car and see what's available.
Well, you have to know the area you're looking. And I do believe it, people look at certain areas. They get in their car and they move around and they take a look at them. And they also go look online and they get there's a lot of security in just checking out a house online, virtual tours, and taking a look at things. But you really have to go investigate it. You have to get in there and you have to take a look at it. You have to walk around and you have to see if it fits your lifestyle.
Well, I mean, and drive by. I mean, this is going to be weird, but drive by at different points in time of the day.
I think so.
I mean, maybe the street's a cut through street, and people are flying down there. They're zipping down, a side street, cutting through. You just got to pay attention. There's more
That's
than
important.
just how many square feet it is.
Yeah, traffic pattern, neighborhood, a lot of children in the area. I mean, you get a good idea of how old the kids are in the neighborhood and everything. So
drive by 10 o'clock.
You've got to go to that neighborhood and check it out.
Maybe there's a frat house across the street.
Yeah,
drive
love
by,
that
check
movie,
it
that
out,
neighbor
man.
movie, by the way. Dan Dubinsky brought it up last week, actually, or last time he was on the air with us, and we were talking about they were building a brand new grocery store,
right,
in a residential area. And again, he knows the area, so that's kind of great information that you can share. You can get a lot of that kind of stuff from a real estate agent, from lots of different people in the community. I mean, that's good knowledge, good stuff that you can really use when you're making your decisions. I mean, there's no doubt residential values have been up. The numbers have just come in recently. Residential price index increased 5.4% from May of 2014 to May 2015. Definitely things across the country, but we really want to focus here what's going on in Southeast Michigan. Slow and steady appreciation. We're seeing it here. It's not as crazy in some of those crazier areas, which could again create a bubble. So you got to be careful with that.
Well, and the job market is really good here. I mean, if you go out and take a look at the job market right now, you'll see it's increasing steadily. It is right now. It is an employee market out there. You can find a job. If you want a job, there are jobs out there.
Yeah, if you're hardworking out there, definitely put your resume together and find out what's available. Later this month, we're going to have the Case-Shiller Index, which will give us some more information about the real estate market. And again, that's a good index. That's coming out on July 28th. But there's no doubt that if you bought a house in 2008 or 2007, really up till about 2012 or 13, you probably have some built-in equity in there. And there's a lot of families that are taking advantage of that equity by refinancing their house. And again, if you got a mortgage recently, this is a really key point. Find out if you can switch your mortgage into another program. We have many clients that have been taking advantage of originally to get into the house FHA with minimal down, but now they have the built-in equity, their credit scores have improved, and they qualify, Alex, for brand new conventional loans. They can even reduce the term and maybe even eliminate that PMI.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of products out there now. You've got the lender-paid mortgage insurance where you can limit the PMI, which is, it's a great product. And I think you really hit the nail on the head, man, where you said, some of these people that got in with minimal down, had to go FHA, maybe their credit was a little dinged up. You can get off that program now. And that FHA, when they changed their PMI, what was that, 2012, their monthly mortgage insurance, they basically doubled it, man. So, you're talking, on a loan of $200,000, you're paying over $200 a month.
Right.
In private mortgage insurance.
The new FHAs have been reduced, though.
And also the people that ran into some trouble, maybe they had a short sale 5-6 years ago. Maybe they had a bankruptcy. Maybe they can get back into the mortgage game. We can go ahead and get them either a new mortgage or refinance that situation that they have now.
Yeah, it's a great point because the boomerang, they name everything nowadays. Call them the boomerang buyers.
I thought you coined that. That wasn't
I definitely did it. Definitely, buyers are getting back into the marketplace. Again, did you come across some rough times in your life? We understand that. They have come up with new guidelines. The guidelines continuously are changing. But again, did you have a bankruptcy or did you have a foreclosure or short sale, a deal in foreclosure? All of these things have different rules and guidelines, and you might be able to become a homeowner right now. The key is always the credit, and that's a really important part of it that we're going to talk about.
Have you reestablished credit? We will need to see some documentation of reestablished credit of the short sale, of that bankruptcy. So we'll need to see all that documentation. And again, we said it before at the top of the show, the documentation process is the key.
Yeah, of course, we always include on the purchase side of things the funds to close. Boy, that's probably the number one thing. You've got these different components of home ownership. And if you're not 100% about it, one of the things we always tell people, and you see families, again, you're online, you're calling around, you're more than welcome to call us and come into the office. I'm going to have an appointment right after the show today. And I tell you
With that outfit on?
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's actually a Capital Mortgage golf shirt.
It's not too good.
All right. I'll tell give the clients a break. But, hey, we're going to take your calls here, 248-539-9797. But it was really fun to talk to some new buyers. I think it's a boyfriend and girlfriend coming in, a young couple coming in. And I said, hey, is there any chance you want to come in and just learn a little bit about it, a little about the process? He said, absolutely. And I'll tell you, that's music to our ears because a less educated buyer is going to have more questions at the last minute, more stress, and less confidence as they move forward with the home purchase.
I've got a guy that we're actually not doing a loan for because he had a short sale. Like I think 3 years ago maybe. Yeah. And I'm like, you got to go FHA, man. I'm like, you're not getting a loan for $417,000. Like your credit's, it's marginal at best. And he sold his house already. He's got a wife and 2 kids, and he's like, I found some other lender out of California. They're going to do it. They'll do a conventional for me.
He's going to do a conventional.
That situation. That poor guy, he's going to be stuck. I mean, the house he's in now is already sold. I'm genuine. I'm like pleading with the guy. I'm like, dude, listen to me. Here are the guidelines.
Well, just stay in touch with him and he'll be back.
I know. I'm listening. When this blows up, I'm like, there's no hard feelings. You can call me back. I'll take care of it for you.
I hope the seller doesn't mind renting it to him for a while.
Well, I know. That's the thing, man. I mean, these are like people. I take my clients and, in my transactions pretty personally. And I'm like, dude, you've got a wife and 2 kids. I'm like, call somebody else. Call a third party.
Right. Take us out of it.
I'm like, call 2 other mortgage guys. I'm just telling you right now, don't go with the one guy that says, I can do this for you. Because you know what? They're going to take your $500. They're going to do an appraisal, and your deal's never going to close.
See, that's the part that really bothers me. We'll give somebody advice. They'll go ahead and do it. They'll take the $500, and they'll call us back and say, you were right.
You were right.
Well, here's the bottom line. I don't want to be right all the time. Being right all the time is a burden. I don't want to be right all the time.
Dude, it's just like, let me take the stress out of your life. There's go to somebody you trust. Let them take care of it. Don't just start Googling, can I get a mortgage after a foreclosure and find the one blog that refers you to some sketchball out of God knows where, that's just going to take your cash and give you the runaround.
Well, I'm glad we dropped sort of a little bit of conversation about the credit out there. I mean, there's no doubt you need to have credit nowadays. There's still a good handful of clients and just folks that I'll run into and they'll say, we don't believe in that. We're going to use cash for everything. Well, it just doesn't work that way. So the key is to have accounts that you're going to keep open and establish these accounts for a long period of time. There's a lot of do's and don'ts. One of the definitely keys is don't drive up your balances all the way. In other words, if you have a $2,000 or a $5,000 maximum balance on your credit card, you don't want to have those credit cards maxed out. That would be a hit on your credit score. On the other hand, having that balance always at a lower percentage of what's allowed is the key of always make timely payments. At least send the minimum payment out every month. And if you have some credit issues, you can always give us a phone call because we have that software program that'll tell us what you need to do to improve your credit scores. Again, it takes credit to improve your credit scores. That's a big component of really moving that credit score up. And again, the better your credit score, the less expensive things are. Not only mortgage rates are a little bit better for you, you're going to save a little bit of money on your financing of that. You got car insurance, you got homeowners insurance. There's a lot of different things out there that are affected by your credit score.
I mean, it's a great point, man. It's like we're trying. I'm here to help you. Like I think Harry said, with the beginning of the show. Like I'm here to help you. Like I'm not some goofball. Wearing a headset. I mean, this is what I do. This is what
headset,
I do.
fast food photo jockey.
This is what I do for a living, and I say all the time to all my clients. I'm like, dude, I want to see you at a Tigers game and high five you. I don't want you to be like, that's that jerk Alex that didn't close my loan on time.
I think the key is, Alex, we try to advise people on it. Appraisals are a big subject. Appraisal values are a big subject right now. And again, appraisers in this market are going to be very, very conservative. We're still seeing that. I'm still seeing appraisals. And again, every day across my desk, I take a look at a lot of appraisals. And I'm running into situations where could an appraiser have brought the property in higher? The answer is yes. Did they bring it in higher? The answer was no. So if you had a situation just the other day, property came in at $250,000. The 3 comps that they used were $250,000, $254,000, and $255,000. Well, you would say to yourself, well, how come it didn't come in at $254,000, $255,000? Because the appraiser erred on the side of being conservative. Now, $5,000 might not sound like a lot in value, but that could be the difference between somebody bringing $5,000 or not into a closing.
It is.
So that's what happens. So when you go and rebut this appraisal, you say to the appraiser, hey, listen, look at 250, 254, and 255. Why don't you bring it on the upper end? I'm very conservative. That's it. And then you have to live with
And
that
there's
value.
nothing you can do about
And
it.
there is nothing you can do about it.
All right, when we come back, 248-539-9797, all of your calls.
97.1 The Ticket.
Hi, Harry Glantz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, so what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. Look, if you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
Get to ABC Warehouse for savings of up to 65% off store-wide. Hurry in for deep discounts on innovative top brand appliances from Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, Amana, LG, Samsung, and many more. ABC Warehouse is the appliance giant. Now through Saturday, get a GE king-size capacity washer and dryer closeout priced at $397 each. See the entire sale ad online at abcwarehouse.com. The deals are always in the house. ABC Warehouse, the closest thing to wholesale.
The Johnson family had a savings account until their air conditioner died. The Martins had a vacation fund before their water heater quit. The Baileys have no savings, and their refrigerator just broke. The truth is, it can only take one home system or appliance repair to break your piggy bank. But buying a home warranty from American Home Shield can protect you against unexpected covered costs. For valuable free information, go to ahs.com or call 1-800-941-5549. Why pour money into repairs when American Home Shield will help pay covered repairs for you? Your air conditioner, plumbing, oven, refrigerator, water heater, and more. Service requests are subject to a service fee for each trade called. Some exclusions and limitations apply. The choice is yours. Pay for expensive home system and appliance repairs, or let AHS help pay covered repairs for you. If you want to avoid being hit hard by unexpected breakdowns, go to ahs.com for valuable free information, including terms, rates, and coverage. That's ahs.com or call 1-800-941-5549.
Davenport University offers degrees that are in high demand and that lead to great careers, something that doesn't just happen by accident.
Every year, we go through a process called program review. We study the job markets to make sure programs are delivering what's needed. We have no nostalgia for outdated information.
We make sure our graduates have the skills employers want.
We conduct employment satisfaction surveys to gauge their needs and their interests, and we can adjust our curriculum accordingly. We can approve a new program in 60 days. Other universities may take as long as 6 to 8 years to do the same task.
In business, technology, and health, staying current is essential.
Reviewing technology is a never-ending process. Software, hardware, security, gaming, the cloud. The same with healthcare. Lives are at stake and the business aspect gets more complex.
For degrees you just won't find at most other universities, get to Davenport and get where the world is going.
Find out how easy it is to continue your education. Talk to one of our admission counselors by calling 800-686-1600. Classes begin August 31st.
My parents, God bless them, they know how fast summer vacation goes by. I only have 12 weeks to unwind and get ready for the next school year, you know? That's why they decided to go to Wilson Marine. Finally. Look, at Wilson Marine, they get it. They found us the perfect boat. Plenty of room for Dad and his buddies to fish, and it's easy to drive so my mom loves it. And it has enough power to pull me and all my buddies tubing till the sun goes down. I'm a pretty popular guy, you know? Summer vacation is short. Boats are cool.
Spend the summer playing on the lake with a new boat from Wilson Marine. Sport boats and runabouts, perfect for your favorite water sports. Start at only $139 a month. On a trailer, ready to go. Wilson Marine. Life is short. Boats are cool. 4 locations waiting to match you with your perfect boat in Brighton, Howell, Commerce Township, and our newest location on Jefferson Avenue in Harrison Township, or 24/7 at wilsonboats.com.
Spas, Hot Tub Swim Spas. Save thousands at the Hot Tub and Swim Spa sale now. Millions of dollars in inventory must be sold. Brand new hot tub slashed. See the amazing Michael Phelps Swim Spa. Free admission at the Suburban Collection Showplace in Nova. Call 1-800-SPA-SALE. That's 1-800-SPA-SALE.
Sports news all day, every day. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Tigers fall to the Twins in heartbreaking fashion, 8-6. Justin Verlander won 7 2/3, gives up just 1 run. Tigers led at 6-0 until 2 out in the 8th. Tigers bullpen was not all that. Bruce Rondon didn't have it, neither did Joakim Soria. who ended up giving a 3-run walk-off home run to Brian Dozier as the Tigers fall 8-6. Alfredo Simon tries it today against Phil Hughes. The Big Poss has been struggling, but he is 8-5 and has done well against the Twins in the past. 340 right here on 97.1 The Ticket. Fan voting is done, and KC's Mike Moustakas and Carlos Martinez of the Cardinals have been chosen for the final spots that is in next week's All-Star game. The Red Wings forward Gustav Nyquist avoids arbitration. He agrees to a 4-year deal with the team for $19 million. From the 1-800-CALL SAM studios, I'm Jeff Lesson. For more, 97.1theticket.com.
No soft zones here. 97.1 The Ticket.
All right, we'd like to hear from you. Got open lines, 248-539-9797. It's the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate and Business Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Give us a call all week long, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. Hey, you got to get that real approval letter in hand, and that's what we always tell you to do is get your documents together, call a real mortgage professional, and definitely move forward. Get that real approval in hand. Get out there and meet some great real estate agents. Find out what the inventory looks like because there's no doubt demand for housing in Michigan and the region and the Midwest is at an all-time high right now, and it continues to climb.
Yeah, so, hey, first of all, did you watch the Tiger game last night?
We did.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
a little bit of a heartbreaking. That's
6-0.
That's a heartbreaking loss for the Tigers, and it only seems to go that way when you're pulling for your team. When every win is so crucial that you need it, maybe they'll get over the hump. You thought that when they were up 6-0 and Verlander's spinning up a nice one that they're going to win, but it just didn't happen. I was a little bit bummed out about it last night.
That's where life goes. Hey, it's no big deal. They're going to give it another try. We got tonight and tomorrow to win the series.
And those things happen every year to every team. We're not the first team to blow a 6-run lead.
It's like an appraisal coming in low. It happens.
It happens.
It just happens. You got to deal with it. You got to move on.
It flat out happens. Hey, purchasing a house. Again, you can purchase a house zero down. Did you know that? That's right. The rural development loans, USDA loans, we handle those at Capital Mortgage. Again, if you're looking for a house, give us a phone call. Let us talk about all the different options out there. You've got the zero down on the USDA. You've got VA loans that are zero down. Many of the veterans out there have not taken advantage of that. Whether you're active military or retired from the military, you definitely could take advantage of purchasing a house zero down. It's an unbelievable program. And many veterans don't know this, but if they already used their eligibility, they can do it again. If they sold that house years ago, you just can't have two of them at the same time. You can get back in and go again and buy another house zero down VA. Now, the VA funding fee is a little bit more, but again, lots of different opportunities out there, including 3% down conventional, 3.5% down FHA. Alex, 5% down conventional purchases with the lender paid PMI program. Boy, I love that loan. That is an awesome loan.
I mean, there's a ton of new products that are back out. If as someone that's in the industry, and obviously, we're paid based on closing loans. I mean, I think that some of the restrictions now you're getting a little loose. Right. I mean, quite frankly, if you can't qualify for a mortgage now, you don't deserve a house. I mean, you don't deserve to be homeless. I mean, you just might have to rent. I mean, a house is a responsibility. I mean, it is. There are things you have to fix. It's a very, very simple process now.
Yeah, the opportunities are there. There are more mortgage programs than ever. Right, as you said, Harvey, don't forget FHA 203K loans, fixer-up loans.
Glad you brought that up.
There's a lot of things that you can do. I mean, if you're a handyman, you buy a house, you can fix it up, we can finance the renovations for you.
It's a great point here. Actually, they had some stats out. They remain elevated. Distressed sales still remain pretty elevated. They said there's going to be many of these opportunities out there until about 2017. Mm-hmm. They're definitely out there. And again, I talk to a lot of guys that buy homes, distressed properties. They fix them up, they flip them, they sell them. I mean, it's a great market out there, but you can do that yourself if you want to buy a house. And a lot of the homes that you're looking at are in horrible shape. Again, they might have been already ransacked. Where they're missing furnaces, hot water heaters. They haven't been cared for. Again, the roof could have a leak in it. Several problems could be with any of these properties. You can get an FHA 203K loan. They're unbelievable. We've got some great guys in the office that handle these daily. I refer mine to John Kolb, who's really an FHA 203K expert. He'll like the quick shout out. But it's something like here in Michigan, just over 21% of the sales have been distressed properties. Again, they might have been short sales that were just left vacant or foreclosures, or homes that have been really destroyed or not taken care of.
And that's down, that's down from about almost 35% in about 2009. But the bottom line is there's still opportunities out there in the market for you to pick up a house if you're a handyman, if you're a fixer-upper, and you want to do the work yourself. Put a little sweat equity in there. And
yeah, Michigan. I was just going to say, although Michigan did lead the way there, the other states were really close behind. It was Florida. The states that suffered a lot of problems, Florida, Maryland, Illinois, and Connecticut, they were really close with distressed sales. Again, a lot of families, probably in the Connecticut area, were just with the bubble. They probably walked away from the home. versus in Florida and Michigan. Again, sometimes we had a lot of families buying those investment properties. When the values dropped, they just walked away from them.
Nevada, Arizona,
yep,
California.
All the second home places.
Back to being a handyman. This kid across the street from me picked the house up, and it was like this lady lived there, and she was like complete hoarder. I mean, it was like just the houses you could just tell was just funky. I mean, it was just like
right.
It's just bad. Like I would cut her front lawn just because I was tired of looking at it. I'm like, it just looks like crap. I'm tired of waking up and going to work and looking at your nasty yard. So he buys the place and like totally steals it because it was just. I mean, it was seriously like It was like off the TV show. Like it was that bad on the inside. I walked through it, dude. It was.
Well, she just had to get out of there. They just had to get out of there and clean it up.
Yeah, and dude, he came in, man. He gutted this place like down to the studs. Like you could look upstairs from upstairs down to the
floorboards. Everything's gone.
Everything's
Right,
gutted. Dude. This house. I mean, he's got to made $100,000 on it already.
Yeah, he's got built-in equity.
Dude, he and I could just hear like the saws going until like 9 o'clock every night. I mean, this kid. I mean, he busted his butt. I mean, it's really. It's sweet now, man.
We got an eyesore down at the end of the street. We just saw the dump truck pull up. It's always a good sign when you get that eyesore down at the end of the street, but all of a sudden, that massive dump truck's outside, and you know that they're going to be gutting in. And like you said, Alex, down to the floorboards many times. Pets, a lot of these families that don't take care of homes seem to have a lot of pets in there, and they're destroying the house. So again, a lot of these need to be gutted.
Speaking of gutting things down to the studs.
Yeah,
my bathroom's still.
Yeah, we could talk about your bathroom. Hey, let me throw this out there: 248-539-9797. You know what? We haven't gone to many calls. Let's go to Matt out there. We got Matt in St. Clair. Hey, good morning, Matt. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Matt.
So I just got a job in Grand Rapids, and we bought a house in St. Clair like 2 years ago, and when we just refinanced it because of the whole FHA thing,
right?
For the PMI, and we finished the basement. So we talked to a realtor, and we have she thinks we can get less than 180, and I was hoping to get a little more, but I'm trying to figure out like how it's going to work, selling the house and then buying a new house.
Well, as long as you qualify for both houses, you can buy the new one as you're selling this one. What do you owe on the house? What do you owe on the house right now in St. Clair?
153.
Okay, so you got a little bit of equity in there. And what are your concerns? You concerned about qualifying for the new house while you have this current house, or?
Right. Well, I don't think we could qualify for getting a new loan. And I didn't know what kind of loans we're qualified for.
Well, I mean, you could qualify for any other loan, but I mean, it sounds like what you're going to do is a simultaneous closing. You're going to have to sell your house and find a new house and close, within a few weeks of each other.
Matt, what is the average days on the market for the one you would be selling? Have you checked that out yet?
The realtor that we talked to sounds like it's going to sell within a week.
Oh, wow. I mean, that's the positive thing. I mean, I think you need to get approved. Contingent upon selling your house. But with the fact that the houses in your neighborhood sell, obviously within 30 days, I think that's a pretty good feeling you're going to have. Definitely get excited about it, qualify, find out how much you qualify for the new property. And I would just list your house. Again, if you get any offers on your house, you can definitely decide, the time frame. So you can accept an offer and you could say, hey, look, I can't close till such and such until I find a property. So you can work that out with your real estate agent, but definitely sounds like you're going to get your house sold and be able to move forward.
What about getting qualified with getting a new job and my wife not sure about her job situation?
We can't use your wife's income if she's not sure about her job situation, but I mean, you with a new job, as long as it's not a commission-based job, we don't have 2 years of history, you're fine. There's no big deal at all.
Okay.
It's pretty straightforward. Let me call after the show, and I'll run some numbers for you and see what we can do.
All right.
Thanks for the call.
Thanks,
all right.
Matt.
248-539-9797. I mean, it sounds easy. Get approved, get educated, hire a real estate agent, get your knowledge, keep building knowledge. Find out there what homes are available for you, what's going to work for you. You get your inspection done after your offer's accepted, and then the mortgage process really kicks in. I mean, there's a process here, and there's several steps to it. Get educated on it, and it's going to make life real easier. Let's go out to Waterford. We've got Trevor out there. Good morning, Trevor. You've got a question about maybe selling a cabin. Go ahead.
Yeah, actually, I want to refinance it.
Okay.
Get a cabin. I got some debts. I'm self-employed, but so my tax returns don't show a lot of income. And I tried it with another bank for about 2 months, and they can't seem to get it done.
Because you don't show any income?
Yeah, my score is about 750.
Okay. What about the income, though?
I don't show a lot.
I mean, there's really not a ton you can do if you don't show the income. You can't get a mortgage. The income has to be there. The days of the stay at income loans, just saying like, hey, I make $10,000 a month, they're gone.
Right.
So I mean, if you don't pay, now that you don't pay your taxes, if you're not claiming how much money you make, there's nothing I can do for you.
Okay, so you don't do stated income. I used to do mortgages.
Sweet.
So,
what are you doing now?
But actually, I own a paint company.
Okay, cool, man.
Hey, Trevor, thanks for the call. We're up against a break. 248-539-9797. We come back. All your calls.
It's summer, the market's hot. It's home selling season. Hi, I'm Realtor Jeff Glover. This summer promises to be one of the best for home sellers in several years. Home values are up anywhere from 20, 30, even 40% in some areas. The number of buyers have increased, and with the inventory of available homes for sale being up 34% over the last 2 years, means the longer you wait to list your home for sale, the less your home will be worth. But don't just take it from me.
Hi, my name's Dennis Hopkins, and I heard about Jeff Glover and Associates on the radio when I needed to sell my home quick. Jeff was the first man I thought of. The reason I liked working with Jeff and his staff is because they left no detail unturned, and they sold my house in one day for full asking price.
Homeowners who sell their homes with Jeff get an average of 98% of their asking price and sell their homes in an average of 23 days. Call Jeff Glover today at 855-JEFF-SELLS. Jeff Glover and his team have more positive reviews on Zillow than any other realtor in the state. Call Jeff at 855-JEFF-SELLS or online at 855jeffsells.com. Realtor Jeff Glover, a household name. Jeff Glover is affiliated with Keller Williams Realty.
The American Red Cross and Suburban Propane are teaming up this summer to make sure there's enough blood for patients in need. We need your help. The only source of blood or platelets is a healthy volunteer blood donor like you. This is Donna Morrissey of the American Red Cross. Help someone like 9-year-old Jacqueline, who had to delay her open heart surgery because there wasn't enough blood available. Make an appointment by using the Red Cross Blood Donor app or call 1-800-RED-CROSS. Be a hero to someone in need.
Every morning on CBS This Morning, we do something unusual.
We're just learning.
There are new developments. There is another bombshell.
We just get to the news.
We're going to look at headlines from around the globe.
News that takes you there.
You can see the scale of the destruction.
News that answers your questions and opens your eyes.
How do you measure the concern about this threat?
So tomorrow morning, join us and just get to the news. Only on CBS This Morning.
Right after CBS Morning News on CBS 62. Detroit.
If you or someone you know is addicted to drugs or alcohol, this could be the most important message of your life. Write down this number or store it in your cell phone, but call 1-800-452-1653. That's 1-800-452-1653. By calling the treatment helpline for drug and alcohol addiction, you can turn your life around. Our advisors will match you with a proven 5-star luxury treatment center that will end your drug or alcohol addiction once and for all. Your future can still be right. When you call right now, you'll speak to someone who understands what you're going through. Let us help you break your addiction to drugs and alcohol before it's too late. This call is completely confidential, and if you have private insurance, there should be no cost to you. Take 5 minutes of your time and call right now. It may change your life for the better. Call 1-800-452-1653. That's 1-800-452-1653. Call 1-800-452-1653.
Do you have Atlas Copco DC electric tools? Are you paying too much and waiting too long for service? If you need to reduce costs, you have an option. Air Center is an ISO certified calibration and repair lab with factory trained techs. Air Center will save you up to 50% and deliver in 7 days. That's right, half the price. Certified and quick turnaround for your DC tool repair. Reduce your service costs now. Call today 1-800-ERGO-NOW. That's 1-800-ERGO now.
You make the decision to buy the home, then you're faced with what's next. What do we do?
We started at Realtor.com.
Realtor.com gave us a lot more current information.
Listings are pulled directly from the MLS every 15 minutes.
Once you've gone through all of that, the Realtor makes it happen.
We worked with the Realtor that really knew the area.
And he knew the market.
When you have someone who has the expertise, it makes it so much easier.
Realtor.com and Realtors. Together, we make home happen. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
today. Travel out to Gator Jake's on Van Dyke and Sterling Heights. The 97.1 The Ticket Street Team and the Ticket Chicks will be there from 5 to 7. And while you're there, you can roll to win $5,000 in the Summer Traveler Contest. Pick up utterly cool swag and take a free mustache ride. You won't find that ride in Orlando. More at 971theticket.com. Donate to 97.1 The Ticket Student Heart Check Program, and you can help ensure that every student athlete's heart is healthy enough for sports. Donate at cbsdetroit.com/student heart check.
The station where you call the shots. Most of the time.
97.1 The Ticket.
Welcome back to the show, 946. What a gorgeous day out there. This is what I call beautiful weather. This is it. This is summer in Michigan. 248-539-9797. Exciting stuff out there if you're a boater. I'll be looking for you out on the waterways, maybe Sylvan, maybe Cass, or how about the big water out at St. Clair? A little shout out to my boating friends.
So we get one of these days in 3 months, and this is what we live for.
This is what we live for today.
This is what we live for today. That's it. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
today's good enough. We'll take one. All right, let's go out to Jane out there in Hamtramck. Jane, you got a question about refinancing. Welcome to our show.
Jane, what's up?
Oh, we lost you, Jane. All right, we'll try. Hey, let's move on to Eric. Hey, Eric, thanks for staying on the line there. Go ahead, sir.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Good morning,
What's
sir.
up?
Good. Hey, I just bought my first house, and I'm a 26 years old, and I got a question about doing a 15 or a 30-year mortgage. I can qualify for both of them. I bought the house around $215,000. I'm doing a conventional 20% down, and I'm just scared at the monthly payment opposed to on a 15-year opposed to the lower payment on the 30-year. And I'm just wondering what your guys' best advice could be for it.
You have any other debt? Credit card debt? Car payments? Anything like that?
No.
I mean,
zero debt. Our debt to income ratio after the house would be like around 23-24% at a 15-year.
Well, I mean, so you make plenty of money. Here's the scoop, though, man. I mean, if you're nervous about it and you're going to be up losing sleep over it, you can do a 30-year fix to make additional principal payments. There's no prepayment penalty. So, I mean, I could give you the amortization schedule for a 15-year or a 20-year or a 22-year, anything you want. You can just make additional payment. I mean, you're not going. The rate's going to be slightly lower on a 15-year, but you're not talking, 4.5 versus 3.5.
Maybe the 20-year. Yeah, just split it right between you.
Right. Yeah, because that's the thing is that I just you never know what can happen, and I guess my question is, I'm not going to lose that much paying. It's about a point difference between the 30-year and the 15-year, and I just I was always like felt like I was throwing money away just paying that higher interest rate. But I just like Lisa, it makes me sleep better at night, and knowing that if anything happens, I can accommodate for those things.
I mean, Eric, personally, I mean, if it's your first house, do the 30-year. I mean, you're probably not going to stay there forever. You're gonna eventually move. When you get married and have a family, you'll want a little bit bigger house. And I'll run the numbers for you, and I'll give you the payment for the 15-year.
Andy, you can always add additional money toward the principal if you feel the need. You think you're going to be there for a while. So I mean, you have that flexibility. There's no prepayment penalty, so you can add additional money when you want.
Right. Okay.
But I like the thought process.
Right.
I think that's a very solid thought process.
It's a great call, Eric. Thanks, man.
Thanks for the call, Eric.
Appreciate it, guys.
No worries.
All right, awesome. You know what I love about that call? And thanks a lot,
call.
Eric. 248-539-9797. We love the intelligent calls. He's using some terminology, the debt-to-income ratio, trying to figure out, should I make it work at a 15? Again, if you buy the house right, if it appreciates slowly, he's 26 years old. Hey, maybe younger people want to put a little bit more money away for retirement. There's
and
lots of things
he always has that option. I mean, he doesn't have to be bound to a 15-year because, again, he is 26 years old. He probably won't stay there forever and ever, but he can go to a 20 or he can stay on a 30, like Alex said, pay additional principal in, and he's going ahead and paying down on the principal.
All right, lots to share with you. 248-539-9797. Before we get into flood insurance, let's continue the calls here. We got HARP loans out there, refinancing at all-time low interest rates. Definitely take advantage of it. Consolidate your debt, switch your mortgage to a better program, and find out if you can refinance your mortgage, even if it's underwater, by qualifying for the HARP program, the Home Affordable Refinance Program. We do a great job of it at Capital Mortgage. Find out more by giving us a phone call. Hey, let's go to Brett out there in Canton. Hey, Brett, you're talking about your house or your mortgage. You might owe a little bit more than the house is worth. That's not always good.
No, it's not.
What's going on? Tell me the numbers.
Approximately 180, and through Zillow, it's saying that it's worth about 110 to 115.
Really?
And I'm through a credit union, And the only way that I can refinance is if I have an appraisal, which I doubt it'll appraise to do a refi. And I've already went through the HARP program and basically said I make too much money I don't qualify.
That's not true. There's no income limit.
I think because you have a credit union loan that you didn't.
The loan's not backed by Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac. It's backed by the credit union. What rate are you paying currently?
5.25.
You're not really in terrible shape, dude. I mean, you could hire an attorney and try to have him modify that note for you.
Okay.
But I mean,
I'm just going because right now, basically one of my checks per month is my mortgage payment.
When did you buy the house? When did you buy the place?
2003.
Boy, it's in Canton. Your guys are calling from Canton.
Yep.
The values have come back quite a bit. How many square feet is that house?
It's a 1929 bungalow. It's 1,145 square feet.
I mean,
an acre.
Yeah, but there's not a ton of options, man. I mean, and the credit union won't do anything for you. Have you called them and then they're like, take it back, dude? We're not gonna work with you.
Yeah, no. They said basically we have to get an appraisal first, which it'd have to appraise at one. They said like 180 something or 190 in order to refinance, and it's not going to price for that.
Right.
But I'll call for the show and give you the number of one of my buddies who's an attorney. They can probably help get the rate down for you.
There you go.
That would be great.
Good deal. Thanks for calling.
All right. Good luck to you again, man. A lot of families did go to the credit unions to get their mortgages. I mean, good or bad, look, those loans aren't backed by Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac. Subsequently, when the value dropped, like they did in 2006 and 2007,
there was no help on the HARP.
There's nothing. You don't qualify. You went to the wrong place to get your loan sometime. I mean, it's just a sort of a bad luck thing. 248-539-9797. And let me go quickly out to Dan in Milford. Good morning, Dan. You're live on the ticket.
Hey there, guys. I got a question. Looking to buy a first house. Got pre-approved, 25-year conventional. Is there any benefit to getting pre-approved by more than one company? I mean, do you have to start the process with the same company you end the process with?
Well, do you have a relationship with the people that you went to?
I talked to them 3 times over the phone. I mean, nothing personal or anything really.
Oh, I mean, you really should. If you have a relationship, I would stick with the relationship because those people generally aren't going to steer you wrong. But if you want to shop around and there's there's no hurt in getting a second opinion or a third opinion either. Yeah. I think it's something you should do as a consumer. I mean, it is, after all, it is a retail situation. You're the consumer. We want to do the best we can, and people will give you a competitive quote, but you really should shop it around. But they're going to ask you for the same information. They're going to want to run a credit report. They're going to want to check your credit score. They're going to ask you for financial information, and it just depends on how much you want to give every single person that you want to have a competitive rate given to you.
Little heads up there, Dan. Okay. It does not affect your credit score. If you happen to go to 2 or 3 different mortgage lenders and they run your credit report, that does not affect your credit score. Just a little heads up on that.
And the reason is because you're not taking out debt at every single place you're going to.
Yeah. This isn't like you're shopping for a car or a consumer's credit report. So just know that you basically have the freedom to choose whoever you want to use.
Sounds good.
Fair enough.
Thanks, Dan.
guys.
All right. Of course, I urge you to call Capital Mortgage, your 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage bank. We got a whole staff there.
Shot at it.
I'm getting a whole bunch of texts this morning that says there's a lot of people in the office today to help you. If you do need an approval letter, if you're driving around, you don't have an approval letter in your hand, definitely give us a call at Capital Mortgage. We're going to save you money, great communication. The key is to deal with people locally that can get your mortgage done.
I was going to say, the only problem I encourage people to shop all the time. The only problem with shopping on a purchase like that is if you start Googling lowest mortgage rates or something like that, you're going to get jammed up. Yeah. I mean, it's 100% going to happen. I mean,
you should go with somebody that you've heard of, that that's from your area. I mean, you really have to do your due diligence. I wouldn't go with a stranger. That's for sure.
You said relationship. Is somebody you have a relationship with, and stick with the relationship guy. And I think that was a straightforward, honest point. If you have a relationship with the guy, then stick with him. He's not going to steer you wrong. Don't just find that that guy or girl off the internet, because on a purchase transaction, if you get to closing and it's different, you're closing, man. If your numbers are off, you're stuck, man. There's no saying, "Hey, I'm not doing this."
Yeah, there's a lot there, and there's a lot to learn about the purchase process or the journey when you're out there searching for a house. I mean, the whole process revolves around dealing with many professionals that speak the language, that communicate with you, and can communicate with the other people involved in the transaction. Folks, there's a lot of things that go involved in a mortgage. Call Capital 1-800-LOW-RATE. We'll try to smooth things out for you. That's 1-800-569-7283. 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. Hey, that does it for another version of the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show. We've got Pat Caputo. I see Dan Leach out there, too, coming on with sports. Keep it here on 97.1 The Ticket. For Alex Nafusi, Harry Glanz, I'm Harvey Free. We'll see you next Saturday.
The preceding was a paid program. Views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
Hi, Harry Glanz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, and they're not going down to zero. So what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. If you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
When you get hot and stay hot with Zumba at Chassé, your swimsuit will look better than ever.
I'm ready for the beach.
Gosh, did you get a new suit?
Why? What's wrong with it?
It looks different.
It's the same suit that was too tight last year. It just fits a lot better because of Zumba.
There's no way that's the same swimsuit.
Hi, I'm Bethany from Chassé Ballroom and Latin Dance Studio in Fenton. It's never too late to get ready for the beach. We'll help you get hot and stay hot with Zumba.